All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports Keep Breathe. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure we live on the YouTube end. Let's see. All right, we are live. Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. Appreciate the love and support. We already got somebody. Why are you such a Laker hater, man? I don't hate the Lakers, man. I don't hate the Lakers. I actually like the Lakers when they was the Lakers with Kobe, but we'll get there. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody that be watching live. If you're watching live, we watching on the replay. Make sure you go in there and hit the like button when you come in. Appreciate that, man. So, obviously we're gonna talk about real quick. Told y'all I was gonna go live twice today. Second time. Why the Lakers bubble title don't count. Adam Silver shocked that the finals ratings were piss poor, and Doc to the 76ers. So, I mean, we're gonna get this all the time. Oh, you're a hater. You a hater. Yep, I'm a hater, but my wrist big. I love these LeBron fans, man. I love these LeBron fans when they come in here. Show me love. Show me love, LeBron fans. Y'all didn't even like LeBron when he came to LA. Y'all was sorry, fuck LeBron and this, that, and the third. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. These Laker lovers, man. They don't even know who Jamal Wilkes is, man. They claiming to be Laker fans. They don't even know how the Lakers got the Lakers name. I tell you this, it ain't no lakes. It ain't no lakes over there in Los Angeles. Y'all do know the Lakers do not belong to Los Angeles. Y'all should be called the Los Angeles Angels, just like the baseball team. Don't start. Y'all don't even know the origin of y'all team. I can't stand. Hold on, somebody about to get in trouble. Yeah, I seen it before you did it. You know, I mean, we got these Laker fans in here don't even know the origin. Don't even know the origin, J3000. Call me 2K fan, you know it because I told it to you before. You don't even know the origin. They don't even know who George Michael is. Who is Jerry West for 500? Come on, man. Y'all don't even, the Lakers name don't even fit the Los Angeles area. It's a joke. It's a joke. Y'all should be called like the Los Angeles Mambas or something like that. And then, Tom Brady touchdown. Then, they want to come out here. They want to come out here and wear the Mamba jerseys. Talk about blood sacrifice and just throw it in the great memory of Kobe face. Talk about that. Talk about that. Hold on, Mason being the baby. Come here, buddy. There we go. You know, look at Kobe 2K fan. I done schooled him about the Lakers, man. That's why Kobe up on game. That's why he up on game. He's talking shit. Oh, you talk about the Lakers. Why you hate the Lakers? Oh, he talk about why you don't like LeBron. He's a black man that gives back to his community. Oh, man, come on, man. I don't know why you don't like LeBron. LeBron is just a great guy, man. Look at him, man. Look, I got on LeBron shoes, man. I don't see how Jordan better than LeBron, man. Oh, y'all pussies, man. Let's start off talking about Adam Silver shocked by the finals. Oh, I bet he is shocked. These finals is piss poor. Don't nobody want to watch no basketball in the bubble when everybody not playing and the referees is faking it so LeBron can get a title. We all know what it is. This Laker championship don't count. I get there. The bubble is garbage. Adam Silver thought, oh, the ratings was bad last year because we didn't have LeBron. If we make shit for playoffs and LeBron in it, everybody gonna watch it. No. Do you understand? We don't like the false narrative that y'all pushing that LeBron is the greatest player. He is not. And the fans are speaking. During the pandemic, we don't like bubble basketball. It sucks. The referees favor LeBron. He cry. Don't nobody respect LeBron, bro. But LeBron fans, he ain't no real hooper. 6'9", and he crying like a Cabbage Patch baby. He crying like a baby. Oh, I got fouled. Nigga, you ain't Iverson? Iverson can cry. He's small. He cuddly. He can cry. LeBron 6'9". Oh, got fouled. You got AD, you got the refs, you got the league behind you, and still nobody gonna acknowledge this. Nobody watches this bubble crap. Nobody watches the bubble, but if LeBron was so nationally loved and everybody was LeBron fans, why ain't nobody gonna be tuning in for his coronation on, what is it, tomorrow? Why are they probably gonna do why only 3 million people gonna be watching that tomorrow? Exactly. The NBA just profiting off of Kobe death. That's exactly what it is. And LeBron wasn't even at that man's thing at the Staples Center. He fake crying that Kobe gone. Get out of here. Get out of here with that fake crying crap. He with that fake love. Like that, oh, I can't believe the Mamba gone. Oh, I can't believe the Mamba. Man, he happy Kobe did. I said what I said. Look at the NBA. Put Kobe in the blood, put Kobe in the sacrifice pot. And look at them trying to profit off somebody's death. It's a joke. And he talking to Adam Silver. I'm shocked that ain't nobody watching that. Your product sucked. Look here, man. Your product sucked before the bubble. Let's keep it real. Don't nobody care about the NBA no more. Make sure I hit the like button. If you don't like what I'm saying, hit the thumbs down button. Don't nobody watch the NBA no more. In the 90s, people watched it. It was good. Early 2000s, it was okay. It was cool. Don't nobody watch your product. You don't call travel. You think because y'all score all these points, people supposed to be enamored. Y'all attendance been garbage for years. Why are you shocked? Last year, the excuse the ratings was not, oh, LeBron not playing. Last year, NBA Finals had over 13 million fans in Game 1. 13 million. Game 3, look here, man. They didn't even have 6 million fans watching that crap. And don't give me, oh, it's technology. We had the same technology last year. We had Mob Draw, all different type of APKs. We could stream it off the apps and all that. What's the difference? Nobody is respecting the bubble play. Some of the seeding games and playoff games in the bubble, only 1.8 million people tapped in. Don't forget, it's 350 million people in America. And you only got 1.8 people to watch your stupid seeding games, and people wasn't working. People was at home watching TV. Nobody was checking that out. It's garbage. And you want me to show why it's proof in the pudding? Would TJ Warren ever have that hot streak in the NBA playoffs or the regular season? No. TJ Warren won't never be that hot but in the bubble. Frederick, Eddie, salute. Ronaldo, TJ Warren would never be that hot. Look at Rondo just hitting threes. Swish. Rondo couldn't hit threes like that in a real NBA game with fans and Denzel on the sideline. Get out of here. Why is LeBron and Anthony Davis thriving so much? They thriving so much because there ain't no pressure. The bubble is perfect for LeBron. There's no pressure. This is not a real championship. Do you think Miami would have been in the championship if this was the regular season without a bubble? No way, Jose. Miami would have never been in this title situation. Never. LeBron is the king of busting under pressure. He busts a big old orgasm under pressure. You know what I'm saying? If he could have played his first championship in the bubble, he probably would have averaged 100. It ain't no pressure. None at all. No home field advantage, no crowd. Nobody saying, LeBron, look at your hairline, you suck. It don't even feel like the finals. Ain't nobody respecting this, and if people are speaking, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. Facts, tell them, and salute. Ain't nobody respecting this fake championship. Anthony Davis, come on, man. He able to stay healthy and ball out. Ooh, Nick Foles would have done. Oh, nope. He able to stay healthy. He able to stay healthy and all this shit because ain't no traveling. Do you really think Miami is the best team in the East? Hell no. Hell no. Don't forget Indiana lost a few people. Some people didn't have the mental capacity to stand up to the bubble. Some people was playing bad in the bubble. Some people was playing out their mind in the bubble. And just think about it. They had to give LeBron. They had to cheat him. They had to cheat for him to take on the Denver Nuggets, bro. The Denver Nuggets, they had to cheat for him. Just think about that for a minute. That's in the last game I watched. They called a total of, 24, 26 fouls in the second quarter alone. Is that a joke? LeBron can't even get past the Denver Nuggets. I get it that they cheated for Jordan to get past the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. I get it. Y'all comparing LeBron crying about, about being flopping and all that. Isaiah Thomas was out there trying to murder murder Michael Jordan. Him, Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn. This is trash, and the people are speaking. 7.7 million people watched. Was it game 1 or game 2? 5.9 people watched the last game. Nobody is taking this bull job no more. Nobody. If LeBron could have got his first championship in the bubble, he probably would have thrived. LeBron can't handle the pressure. And Adam Silver is just doing what his successor was doing in David Stern. Every year he made sure the Celtics and the Lakers was in a championship. Or one of them. Every year he wanted to make sure it was the darling. At the end of the day, I've been saying this for years. What's the point of having 30 plus teams in the NBA? If only, let's keep it real. Let's say this was an actual regular season without a bubble. Who got a chance to win the title? Both LA teams. And you probably say what? Toronto, Boston, Miami, Philly if they healthy. So you got a title of 6 or 8 teams that actually can win a championship. Why am I watching why am I a fan of the Atlanta Hawks? Why am I a fan of the Indiana Pacers? Why am I a fan of the New York Knicks when I know they're not going to make the championship? The NBA got a problem with organic. See, the NFL don't have an organic problem. Of course they got their favorites. But injuries, one playoff elimination, all that, they always have an influx of talent, people retiring. They got 7 rounds of talent in the draft. Any person from number 1 pick to Mr. Irrelevant to undrafted free agents could be a star in the NFL. In the NBA, you lucky. You lucky if you get 50% of your lottery players coming out one year to be at least all-stars one time. You lucky if you get one of your second round picks to be a relevant basketball player in the NBA. Can the church say amen? The NBA has a talent problem. The NBA has an organic problem. And this is not even talking about the bubble. The NBA is the most rigged sport that I watch. And I watch it every time. James Harden take a Euro step for 3 steps. It's okay. I'm not going to say Isaiah Thomas. I'm going to say Danny Green take that same Euro step. It's a travel. I don't get it. Why we got superstar calls in the NBA? Ain't LeBron being 6'9", 250, 260 good enough? Ain't him being, gifted left, right, be able to shoot? Ain't having Anthony Davis enough? Ain't playing in LA enough? Ain't Rajon Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell Pope enough? Ain't it enough? Why do you need to cheat the Denver Nuggets? Why? When LeBron played the OKC Thunder in Miami, why did they have to cheat the Miami Heat? Why did they cheat the Thunder? Game 2, he vividly right there with the ref hit Kevin Durant across the arm and they did not call it. Ain't LeBron good enough to be able to win a championship on his own? Every championship that he won, the NBA made sure he won. The NBA need to be under investigation, bro. We should be able to have to form a class action lawsuit against the NBA because it's abysmal. It's atrocious the way they blatantly cheat. If you a Knicks fan, why are you a Knicks fan? If you a Piston fan at this point, why are you a Piston fan? Why are you a Hawk fan? Why are you a Magic fan? Why you a Houston fan? You ain't gonna win it. They don't want you to win it. And fans are starting to peep that, bro. Now that everything's slowing down, everybody can see the systematic racism. Everybody see reverse racism isn't real. Everybody can see everything that's going on now. Everybody see how we treated us black people. We can see the white people that's good. But we can see a lot of bad and a lot of good since this pandemic happened. You know one of the things that stick out like a sore thumb? The NBA. NBA has no parity. The NBA has no shame. They rigging games right in front of our eyes. At all. The NFL, anybody can win any given Sunday. Why do we need 7 games to determine a 1 versus 8 seed? Tell me that. Why do you need 7 games? I'm going to ask this in the comment section. Why do you need 7 games versus 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5? Why do you need 7 games? Somebody answer that question. You know why you need 7 games? Do anybody know why they needed 7 games? Why did they change from 5 to 7? All right, nobody knows, right? The reason the NBA went from five games in the first round to 7 was because the Denver Nuggets, Kobe 2K fan, the Denver Nuggets defeated the number 1 seed Seattle Sonics. I don't know if they was the Supersonics or the Sonics. Dewan, salute. D. Essex, salute. Jay Copper, salute. Hey, David, I see you. Because that happened. So you telling me everything got to be rigged for the top seeds? It just don't make no sense. They get the benefits of they got the superstar cross because usually your 8th seeds don't really have a superstar on there. And now what you see they starting to do is they skipped over Kevin Durant because he went to Golden State and they didn't like that. And people forget with Kevin Durant that Kevin Durant wasn't going there until Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green went to the Hamptons and begged him. Why nobody talk about that? Nobody came and begged LeBron to leave Cleveland and join Dwayne Wade and Bosh in Miami. The light-skinned dudes and the black dark donkey known as Draymond Green was on their hands and knees. Tell me what you need. They begged Kevin Durant. He was like, I was going back to OKC. But no, everybody gave Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't make no mistakes. He don't show up in the finals. He barely show up in the playoffs. They give James Harden all the crap. The only difference between James Harden and Steph Curry, and people get mad when I say this, is that Steph Curry is a light-skinned Negro that people like, and he had super help. His first championship, he had help because Kyrie and Kevin Love didn't play. And I don't mean to venture off on it, but those are the facts. Had Kyrie played that series, LeBron has, I'll put it to you this way. Had Kyrie played that series, they won, right? Steph Curry and them came back and they had the greatest regular season that you can have, right? They won, 73 games or whatever, right? They lost. Now, I'm going to tell you this. When they lost that series and they cheated for LeBron again and they suspended Draymond Green, you let me know in a sport, in a multi-game final series, when have you seen somebody suspended for the championship game? You have not. You have not seen a superstar. What was the dude when the Astros, whatever, in the finals a couple years ago, he did a racial slur or he put a racial gesture up and they suspended him, for the next regular season game? Come on, man. Had LeBron had been hitting niggas in the nuts for 7 playoff series, they would have not suspended LeBron. But you know what? Karma is something else. When they suspended Draymond for that situation with LeBron, guess what Karma did? Karma brought Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors. Think about that for a minute. Had LeBron just took his L in that Warrior final, Kevin Durant never would have came to the Golden State Warriors. They would have never felt the need to have to improve. Then LeBron would have never left Kyrie. He would have won the next title. Because Kevin Durant wouldn't have came, Kawhi wouldn't have came. He would have won the next title. So LeBron sacrificed one championship for two. Had he played fair and let the Warriors win that 73-win title, he would have won the next one. He would have, because the only players in the world that could match LeBron at the time was Kawhi Leonard, and Greg Popovich wasn't trading him to the West, and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant would have stayed in Oklahoma City Thunder. They wouldn't have had the need. And also you could have made the fact, had Harrison Barnes hit 33% of his shots, they would have won that final two. But that's how karma worked. This fraud LeBron, just like Michael Jordan was a fraud. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Michael Jordan had help. Michael Jordan just it's like an open book test. You got some people that fail an open book test. Then you got some people that thrive and get 100% in the open book test, no matter what the time is in the open book test. LeBron is the dude with the open book test who still need more help. He the dude with the open book test that got to flip all the way to the back, and he got to get the answers. I remember y'all remember when the textbooks had the answers in the back? That's LeBron. He can't just he couldn't just pass the open book test. You know, he got to go to the back and get the answers. Michael Jordan was like, cool. You give me an open book. I'm gonna find the answers and I'm gonna pass with 100%. LeBron took 2 titles out of him. The NBA LeBron took 2 titles from him by cheating in that series. But nobody look at Steph Curry. Nobody, and people get mad when I like Steph Curry. I do. I don't have no issue with him, but I'm just speaking facts. Everybody look at Steph Curry and they give him a pass. And I will speak on the behalf of LeBron. People say, "Oh, how much help LeBron need?" Well, how much help Steph Curry need? He got 2 top 10 defensive players in Draymond and Klay Thompson. He got a good coach in Steve Kerr. Why did you need Kevin Durant? Had Steph Curry showed up in the finals when they won 73 games and played better, they win the finals. But he get all the credit and he get a pass. When it get grimy, when it get sticky, when it get tight, is Steph Curry anywhere to be found? Ain't no hot dogging going around. Steph Curry is Peyton Manning of the NBA. When everything is going well in the regular season, they put up video game type numbers. But soon as it get tight, soon as it become elimination or win or go home, man, Klay Thompson be saving that ass. Draymond be saving that butt. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant. And then I hate to just venture off into this, but I gotta speak my piece because I don't do too many of these NBA lives. Then Kevin Durant goes down versus the Houston Rockets. I'm gonna tell you how much of a host Steph Curry is, all right? Him and them, they say our eyes lit up when Kevin Durant went out. Now we can go back to, I'm paraphrasing. He said we can go back to playing the way we want to play. Really? Really? Then they say, oh, we can go back to hooping the way we want to hoop. They got past the Rockets. They got past the Portland Trail Blazers. But as soon as them Raptors start, as soon as they start coming over that Golden Gate Bridge, I don't even know if the Raptor is a Raptor. I don't even know if a Raptor is a Godzilla. If they just 2 different things. Godzilla came across the Golden Gate Bridge. Then guess what they start doing to Kevin Durant? Oh, you know what? I think Kevin Durant faking his injury, or he more healthier than he's saying. He just trying to save himself for free agent. He ain't trying to play with us. He trying to prove a point that we need him. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some truth up in it. Just in the Houston series, y'all say y'all eyes lit up. Lit up like a Christmas tree in Central Park. Cool. Y'all, we don't need him. We could go back to play soon as the finals come. And them Raptors, they ain't no Barneys no more. They come and bite that. Oh, Kevin Durant faking an injury. He can play. They sat here and sabotaged that dude. They was leaking. That whole team was leaking shit to the Athletics, saying that Kevin Durant healthy. They cyber bullied that brother into playing and tearing his Achilles. That's true. That's true. I'm not speaking fiction. I'm speaking facts. All of a sudden, then Clay go down. All of a sudden, Steph Curry lost. They did that to that brother, man. And everybody give them light-skinned dudes a pass. They used and abused KD. And then when KD was getting too much shine, then it was like, you know what? He getting too much responsibility. Egos came in play. Klay Thompson made a comment, oh, I'm tired of being the third fiddle. Then egos came into play. See, they got money and they got championships now. Now they want to prove their individual greatness. Well, you know what? You put Klay Thompson on the Hornets. Is the Hornets in the playoffs? Probably not. Draymond Green and Steph Curry was going to get exposed bad last year. Steph Curry mentally, they was getting beat by the Phoenix Suns. Not the Phoenix Suns. Not the Phoenix Suns that was in a bubble. They was getting beat up by the Phoenix Suns. They was losing by 20, 30 points. Steph Curry is about to get exposed bad without Klay Thompson and KD. All of a sudden, he hurt his hand. Oh, my hand hurting. Oh, my hand. Oh, my hand hurting. I can't play, dog. I can't do it. I can't hot dog no more, dog. Then Draymond, oh, my ass. Oh, I pulled the gluteus maximus in my booty tox. Oh, I can't play, dog. Then they punked out. They was about to get exposed. The Warriors going to have a top 3 pick as far in the lottery regardless. Because they was trash without KD and Clay. Triple single Draymond. You can say I'm a Warrior head. I don't have nothing against the Warriors. I'm just speaking the facts. I'm just speaking the facts. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Oh, my hand. I got nerve damage. I'm Darth Vader. I'm Anakin Skywalker. I got one hand. Count Dooku, count out my hand, dog. Oh, I can't use my hand. I can't play no more. Oh, my small hand don't work. We just speaking the facts. Oh, my hand. KJ, my hand. It can't work no more. I can't hold my lightsaber. Count Dooku cut off my hand. That nigga's a pussy. I've been saying it, bro. TJ Ford, salute. You the hooping TJ Ford from Texas? I just love TJ Ford at Texas. He was a hooper. Just fucking with you. But back on point with the Lakers, right? Now, in between there, I gave y'all some love to the Lakers. LeBron fans, I admitted it. Had KD not went to the Warriors and they would have let the Warriors win that finals like they were supposed to, LeBron probably would have ripped off 2 or 3 finals straight. Had Kyrie wasn't injured, LeBron, I'm be real, and KD they would have won that finals. Let's say KD and them, Golden State came back with revenge in the next final. Okay, they lost them. But LeBron would have won the next 2 for sure. So LeBron would be 3 finals up. So now you're talking about a situation, he's 6-3 instead of being 3-6. But that's just the way karma work. When they suspended Draymond, that's why they went to go beg KD. That's a fact. And then, for y'all don't understand, when Zaza injured Kawhi, karma came back and bit Golden State in the hind. Y'all don't understand. The karma came back and bit Golden State. How they used and abused Kevin Durant. How they had Zaza go out there and injure Kawhi Leonard. All that shit, it balanced itself out. All that cheating for LeBron, it balanced itself out. LeBron is exactly where he's supposed to be. Kevin Durant is exactly what he's supposed to be. Was it karma that his biggest downfall was listening to the naysayers? See, you got certain people that let the critics bother them. And that's cool. Everybody has their flaws. You know, people want to act like everybody perfect. We not. Everybody on the internet live in a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house. They drive a Beamer or a Lamborghini. Look here, man. I'm a regular, broke ass nigga from Detroit, and I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody come to my crib, it is what it is. It ain't nasty, it ain't filthy. It ain't the poorest, but you know what? I'm happy. Because there's a lot of people around the world who don't have what I have. So I'm never ashamed about where I'm from, where I come from. You know what? I just never been that superficial. I'm cool with it. But a lot of people want to fake a lifestyle. Who cares? Everybody has their flaws. Everybody going through something. You can see people smiling. You can see couples, they're the happiest couple in the world. But as soon as that door closed, they fighting. They on the verge of divorce. Or you know, it is what it is. Kevin Durant flaw was listening to the footsteps, listening to the criticism, being sensitive. It's okay. His biggest flaw was the reason he didn't play last year. He knew his Achilles wasn't 100%. He knew it was a micro tear. He let Steph Curry and Draymond Green talk him into that shit, leaking that shit to the press, the general manager and all that. And guess what? He sat out this year and got paid $40 million plus a playoff bonus. And don't forget, and I'm not saying I'm a KD fan look here, man, I'm not a big fan of a lot of players. If I had to say my favorite player today, probably Damian Lillard. But beyond the point, I'm not a huge KD fan. I'm just speaking the facts. Nobody look at the picture in its full 1080p or 4K version. They look here, man. They hit and quit KD. They used him to get past LeBron, and then they tried to dump him, and then they knew Kawhi was real. But to move on, it ain't said that the Lakers wouldn't have won regardless. They probably could have won. That's a good, phenomenal team. They probably could have went on the road and beat Portland Portland wouldn't even have been in it. Let's keep it 100. Excuse me. Portland wouldn't even have been in it. Right? The only reason Portland got in it is because of the playoff format they came up with the bubble. That's a fact. Memphis would have made it. Jaren Jackson got injured, all that. Portland wouldn't even have been there. All right? So they would have went to Memphis. They would have probably swept Memphis. They probably would have went, let's say who they played. They probably would have played Houston. They still would have beat Houston. The only difference that I think in the Eastern Conference, in the Western Conference was this. The big difference was the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he didn't play for nothing. He left the bubble because his grandmother died. Lewis Williams left the bubble and was at Magic City eating lemon pepper wings. They fired Doc Rivers, and I'm going to get into Doc in a minute. They fired Doc Rivers for the wrong reasons. And I'm going to give you some inside information on Doc Rivers too and Steve Ballmer. They fired him for no reason. Because if Lewis Williams and Montrezl Harrell played, they at least would have probably took the Lakers to Game 7. They didn't play well. Okay? We know Paul George. Big bubble, small bubble, no bubble. Staples Center's in the Western Conference Finals. He ain't going to ball out in the playoffs. That's a fact. But that was the first biggest difference. The second biggest difference in the West to me personally was the injury of Kristaps Porzingis. That was one of the biggest asterisks there. Luka rolling his ankle. They had no answer for Luka Doncic. The Clippers didn't even deserve to get past them. But those two things and home court advantage were the biggest asterisks out west. But the Lakers definitely could have won it. AD is a force. LeBron is a force. The issue is this. When you go on the road, guys like Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Rajon Rondo, his shooting, they don't show up on the road. That's the fact. They don't show up on the road. They show up at home. But the Lakers, they could have won it. They definitely could have won it. But you can't count this because the refs was all on their job. The bubble was a facade. It wasn't real basketball. But, it's to everybody's, own this disclaimer. If you want to count it, count it. But you're going to have some people that say they're not counting it. They're going to say, well, you can't compare this to what the Raptors did last year. But then you got people from last year say if KD would have played, the Raptors would have lost. Some people could say had Zaza not injured Kawhi would have probably went on to beat the Golden State Warriors. They was up by 20. Well, if Kobe and Shaq wasn't beefing, the Pistons would have never beat Shaq and Kobe. Okay. You can go back to the 88-89 finals. Well, Magic injured his hamstring, but hey, the 87-88 finals. Had they not called that phantom foul on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Pistons probably would have been champion and Isaiah wrote it. So you always got ifs. You always got ifs. But this bubble stuff, man, they can't spin it. They can't spin it as the greatest championship. They just can't. It's not. This wasn't great basketball. This was orchestrated for LeBron to survive. But let's get to the comment section. I'm sorry, y'all. We're pretty sure. Oh, man, get off LeBron, man. I'm going to read every comment like that who talk about LeBron. Cameron say, he says, only LeBron fans care about this title. Any Laker fan care, and Kobe fans, and anyone who feels all titles count regardless of the circumstance. Facts. Devin Spivey, salute. He said 2016 Warriors got cheated. Facts. Benjamin Foe, people from Novi. Y'all know he from Novi, right? People forget Bogut also got hurt in the Cavs paint. Field goal percentage went up. You talking about in 16? LeBron always got a team up with the top 5 current NBA player in the league. Facts J 3000. Blaze say I haven't watched one game. To be honest, only watched highlights. I ain't watched the highlights, bro. But I feel you. This shit garbage. Y'all overrate Klay Thompson. That's a great question. Do I overrate Klay Thompson? But you gotta look at Klay Thompson. I don't think Klay Thompson can go be the cornerstone of a franchise. But you know how somebody say, "Oh, this the perfect number 2 receiver." You know, like Jimmy Smith for the Jaguars. Well, he wasn't a number 2. Cardale. I forget his name. I mean, I can't really think of a perfect number 2. Maybe Drew Pearson was the perfect number 2 or whatever like that. But he the perfect number 2 star. I mean, I think he would thrive playing with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's greater than Ray Allen, because Ray Allen was able to put the ball and create his own offense. But Klay Thompson is great at just doing all the little things. He can defend his position. Don't forget, he take the toughest assignment on most nights if LeBron not in the game. Don't forget that. He can shoot the ball. He can play without the ball. This dude about to throw up. Go ahead and throw up, buddy. This little dog always picking something off the ground. Come on, throw it, buddy. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all. My little dog about to throw up. Come on. Yep, there it is. See, that's why you didn't need no chicken. I got hardwood upstairs, so it's cool. I can just go get the Swiffer, whatever the fuck you call it. But I don't think Klay Thompson overrated. I would think he underrated. I think he could guard on most nights the best player on the other team. He could shoot the ball. He can move without the ball. I mean, he could put the ball on the ground a little bit and score. I don't think he Ray Allen, but I think he a good player. I think he get underrated. KJ say, you a Warriors hater. I'm not. Here you go again. You ain't throw up on me, did you? You get your ass kicked for that one. I think Klay said that before he got paid and the Warriors is playing with his money. Okay. I thought he said it in the finals. He said, I'm not hating on the Warriors. This remind me of the Lakers-Nets finals. You ain't lying. I mean, or what was the other one? Did they play? The Nets played too. They played the Lakers and the Spurs. The Spurs was a boring ass finals. Is LeBron the Floyd Mayweather of basketball? Ooh. Nah, you can't say that because he played some really good teams in the finals, regardless of how you think. That Spurs team that he played with Bruce Bowen, that was a good team. He played some good Warriors teams. Nah, he played some top opposition. That Mavericks team was okay too. That young OKC team. Look here, man. People talk about Jordan and they talk about Jordan and LeBron. Jordan had a tougher road than the finals. LeBron had a tougher finals. It all balanced each other out. Jordan had to go through. Man, Jordan finals wasn't no his path to the finals wasn't no cakewalk. People say, well, Jordan had easy finals. The West was what the East was now. Especially once Magic and them got out of there, the West was nothing. The West was a cakewalk for Magic and them. The East, people talking about Will. He said Will, Jordan. That Bucks team that swept them the first year. You remember Jordan was playing with nobodies. That next year, the '86 Celtics is one of the greatest basketball teams to ever play. And people say, well, Jordan got swept his first 2 years. LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first year. And Jordan East was tougher than LeBron's East. Just check this out real quick. I'm going to tell you this. His role was a prime Celtics team, a Bucks team that was pretty good. Also, you had Dominique, who was bottom feeding at that time, who can give you 50 any night. You had the bad boy Pistons coming, and they came. That was a bad team. You had Bernard King and the Knicks. They was a super badass team. He averaged 50 points playing the bad boys in one playoff series. From game 2 to 5, or whatever, 2 to 5, he averaged over 50 points in that series. So you had some killers. And then people talk about that Cavaliers team that he beat. Brad Daughtry, Ron Harper, Mark Price. They was some bad teams, man. Mark Price is one of my. Him and Terrell Brandon, they both play for the Cavs, is some of the most underrated players of all time. Mark Price coming off the pick and roll was he was deadly. You know, he could have been just as good as John Stockton and Steve Nash. I mean, any other point guard, not White, but he was a good player. Jordan's role was tough. And then you had the Knicks, the Pacers team. Man, LeBron ain't played a team in the East or the West this year that can fuck with them Pacer teams, them Knicks teams, them Pistons teams. That was an iconic time. You know, and then you had the 76ers at a point, and then it was a tough time, man. LeBron had tougher finals. LeBron had tougher roads to the finals. Them roads was tough, but I'll take some questions and answers in a minute. But let's talk about Doc Rivers to the 76ers. I think it worked. And one of the reasons I think it worked, and work is subjective. Work was subjective because... Oh, no, I forgot what I was about to say. I say it's subjective because it depends on what you think work means. Is work winning the championship, winning the East, winning a division? What is it, the Atlantic Division, I think it is. I think Doc Rivers worked to the 76ers for the simple fact that he's a by far better basketball coach, even without talking about X's and O's, than Britt Brown. Britt Brown set the 76ers back. He didn't know how to make Ben Simmons work. He moved him to power forward. Britt Brown was a very, very vivid image of white privilege. Not Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni, you can see why somebody will want Mike D'Antoni, because Mike D'Antoni brand of basketball put asses in the seats. That's a fact. Mike D'Antoni will make you believe every year they had a chance to win a championship. You average 110, 15 points. You know, you playing exciting basketball. Everybody want to see it. But every year it's the same thing. Oh, whoop-de-blam, I believed it. Whoop-de-blam, I believed it. But Doc Rivers is anybody. I'm going to tell you the coaches that would have been an upgrade. You can name them out. Name them out. Name a coach out in the chat that you want to. That's an upgrade. Darvin Ham would have been an upgrade. Alvin Gentry would have been an upgrade. Nate McMillan would have been an upgrade. Tom Thibodeau, which I know I don't like Tom Thibodeau. He would have been an upgrade. Scott Skiles would have been an upgrade. Dwayne Casey would have been an upgrade. Maurice Cheeks would have been an upgrade. Mark Jackson would have been a major upgrade. You know, I would even say Brandon Roy and Penny Hardaway. Brandon Roy coaching high school basketball, one of the best coaches in high school. Anthony Hardaway coaching at Memphis. Jerry Stackhouse coaching at Vanderbilt, who won the G League title. Patrick Ewing. All of them would have been upgrades over Britt Brown. And you know what? Kenny Atkinson would have been a major upgrade. Shit, PJ Carlissimo, who got choked out by Sprewell, would have been an upgrade. Shit, I'll tell you one. They could have signed LeBron. LeBron probably could have been the first player coach probably since Bill Russell. It would have been an upgrade. LeBron playing and coaching. Britt Brown, Chauncey Billups, you can name them. Britt Brown could not coach. And it ain't me hating because he a white boy. It's me watching their games and seeing that the 76ers was getting by on talent. The 76ers was like an athletic player in high school who really couldn't shoot, but he was just able to overpower and get to the rim and finish above everybody else. That's exactly what, the 76ers was doing. The 76ers was beating teams based off raw talent, not any, set plays, not because of the coaching. Greg Popovich get the most out of the Spurs team post Tim Duncan. Brett Brown, he holds his teams back. He like a big cement block. So just based on basketball IQ alone, Doc Rivers is going to make the 76ers a lot better. Now, the other thing that held the 76ers back, other than personnel, is health and the work ethic of Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Now, that's something that Doc Rivers really can't change. If Joel Embiid is going to come into camp 300 pounds, it's nothing that you can do but trade him. You got to trade him because he's not going to last. If Joel Embiid come in 260, 250 or something like that, that's a plus. If you get Ben Simmons instead of straight going to the three-point line and jack up three-pointers, all you got to tell Ben Simmons is work on your mid-range and your push and your floater, your push shot. Magic Johnson wasn't the greatest shooter. He had a set push shot. That would be a great person to send Ben Simmons to practice with, is Magic Johnson. But Doc Rivers gonna make that team better just based off basketball IQ. Doc Rivers got saved by Big Three, whoever. But at the end of the day, you can't even say he got saved by that because in Orlando, which was his fault, he turned away Tim Duncan, and then Grant Hill, which I'm a Piston fan, he never recovered from the ankle injury in the Pistons. So I mean, really, at what point did you see Doc Rivers really having an opportunity before he got to LA? Oh my God. Somebody on the Buccaneers is asleep. He got up though. So I mean, he said better than the Nets, huh? What you talking about the Nets? Did you clarify that? Can you clarify that? What you mean the Nets? Clarify that for me. What you mean better than that? I don't maybe talk to somebody in the chat. Hold on. Are you referring to Byron Scott? What you mean the Brooklyn Nets? He never coached the Nets. He coached the you talking about Byron Scott, bro. I think that's what you're talking about. But with Doc Rivers, like he never really to Boston, that's the team that really was talented, but you still got to coach. So I think LA was a flop for him when Kawhi and Paul George got there. I'm not sure they would have won it, if it was a regular season, but I mean, I think he's a good coach. I guess Dirk saved Rick Carlisle too, because he's still coaching. And yeah, you ain't lying. I mean, obviously, remember Larry Brown took over for Rick Carlisle in Detroit. Some people believe if Rick Carlisle would have kept coaching Detroit, they would have won regardless. I mean, as a Piston fan, I think Larry Brown was a better coach, but maybe Rick Carlisle would have led him to a title in Detroit. Rick Carlisle was a good coach, but yeah, he didn't win nothing. Was he the coach of that first Nets team that played Miami? I think he might have been. I mean, that Mavericks team that played Miami in the finals. They gave Dwayne Wade and them that finals. That's on God and them. He said no, if the 76ers would be better than the Nets next year. Yeah, I think they'd be better. Yeah, y'all can ask questions. I'll get to the questions. Yeah, they'll be better than the Nets next year. You want to know why they'll be better than the next year is because right now it's an asterisk on this one because I think the Nets is gonna make some trades. I think Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert probably gonna move because they both players that need the ball in their hand. But I think the 76ers are better next year because Doc Rivers, I think he gonna have a good system. They get the most out of Embiid and Ben Simmons, and also I don't think Kevin Durant gonna come back the same. I think Kyrie is a cancer, and I just don't see nothing good coming to that Kyrie and that that Steve Nash situation. So I definitely think I could be wrong. I take the 76ers to be the better team next year. Just too many holes, too many injuries for Brooklyn, too many chemistry issues. Anytime you got Kyrie on your team, it's a chemistry issue. So, that's just my opinion on it. If Kevin Durant come back and firing him next year and he uplift him, cool. But I'm still not sure him and Kyrie gonna mix. He said the Nets are toxic. KD not winning with them boys. I definitely agree with that one. Not until they move. Him and Kyrie gonna fall out. Kyrie just don't have no social skills. He says JT Cooper says Avery Johnson took Dallas all the way to the chip and went to Detroit and was never seen again. I forgot that nigga was in Detroit. That's crazy. Remember he was in Alabama and they fired him at the University of Alabama too. He was out cold at Southern University. I think that's where he hooped at. For real. Any other questions? He said the Philadelphia 76ers will not be better than the next year because of Doc. Doc Rivers is a good coach, bro. That's the reason they're going to be better than the Nets next year. Doc Rivers. Let's not act like Doc Rivers not no good coach now. He a huge upgrade from Brett Brown. Yeah, Kyrie a weirdo. Maybe got something to do with his mom dying, A lot of people don't get over when they lose a mother or a parent in some situations. They're going to rig it for the Nets. I doubt it. They can't rig chemistry. And don't forget KD coming off of the Achilles injury. Don't mean he going to be 100%. It don't mean he going to be 100%. The Clippers were doomed from the start without a good... Yeah, that's a fact. Like, without them going to get... they just talk about getting Andre Drummond. Without them getting him or Dwight Howard, it just wasn't going to work unless Anthony Davis just choked. They want the Nets and Golden State in the final. Obviously from a standpoint of view, but you can't force KD to be healthy. And also, Kyrie ain't never been healthy. Kyrie ain't never been healthy. He always injured. But we talking about next year, like a lot can happen. You got the draft, free agency, Golden State can mess around and they probably can trade their pick where they can get James Wiseman. But y'all can ask questions, but anything can happen from that standpoint. Boston might be the team in the East next. Easily. You grow from that experience that they had this year. Obviously, it talks about them trading Gordon Hayward for LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know. Aldridge was 35 years old. They just a big man away. And if they can trade their 3 first-round draft picks this year, Boston, and end up with James Wiseman, maybe not next year, but the next few years with Wiseman and Brown and Tatum, they're going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be a real stone cold problem. So if they can get their hands on Wiseman, Boston probably going to be a problem going forward the next 5 or 6 years. Percy with the Hayward trade, they can do Hayward for Victor Oladipo. They both 2 injury-prone players. I think Hayward will do good back in Indiana. Remember, he almost won a title versus and Butler. I forget who they was playing, but he missed the last shot at the half court. So I can see Oladipo working, but then again, when you talk about Oladipo, him and Marcus Smart play the same position. And also, you can see a situation where they might be trading Kemba Walker. You look at Kemba Walker because, maybe you say, I'm throwing this out there. Maybe you say Kemba Walker for DeAndre Ayton in a number 10 pick. You know what I'm saying? Because, really, they don't really need no point guard. They got Brown. Oladipo can handle it a bit. Marcus Smart can handle it a bit. Really, Kemba ain't no point guard. He's just a second shooting guard that score a lot of points. So could they go out there and start? They probably have to take Rubio in return. So Rubio can be cool, but most times I probably would go with Victor Oladipo and Marcus Smart in the backcourt. And they bring DeAndre Ayton over. That'll work. Phoenix been looking for a point guard. Ricky Rubio cool, but I think they're looking for a little bit more. I can see Jason Tatum getting much better, getting a media. I can see Jason Tatum getting media push if Greek goes west. Yeah, I definitely agree. He's definitely a good player. I can see Golden State upset the Lakers in the playoffs next year. I mean, yeah. I mean, Wiggins. Maybe they can if they don't trade Wiggins. I mean, you definitely can get the most out the lesser with Wiggins. The talent is there. The talent is definitely there. So you say if they stay packed, and let's say they draft Wiseman. They come out with Wiseman, Draymond, Wiggins, Clay, and Steph, and they able to find, at the mid-level exception, they able to find a point guard or something of that nature to back up. They can be good. They can be dangerous next year because Steve Kerr gonna move that ball, and they gonna get the most out of Andrew Wiggins. So I can definitely see Golden State being there next year. This dude, my dog is this mini pin chihuahua is mean. Look at him or listen to him. Boston might be that team easily next year. I mean, I think Indiana fall out the race because they can't keep up financially. They can't keep up financially. And who else we got up? Miami, I think that was an anomaly. I think if they don't get Giannis Antetokounmpo, I don't see that happen. I don't even see Victor Oladipo helping them like that. So really, Toronto, they got a lot of free agents. Fred VanVleet, Marc Gasol, he supposed to be going overseas and not coming back. Ibaka's a free agent. There been rumors for the last 2 years they could be trying to trade Kyle Lowry, so they can be in a rebuild mode. So really looking at the East next year, I like Chicago going into this year. It just didn't work for them. I guess the coach was an asshole or whatever. But Chicago got a lot of talent. I love me some Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine, he probably, to be honest, outside of Damian Lillard, I enjoy watching Zach LaVine the second most. Zach LaVine is probably one of the best kept secrets in the National Basketball Association. It's just that Chicago, their coaching was bad, but they got talent. Wendell Carter, Lauri Markkanen, Kobe White is fire. I like Chicago. It's not really a real rivalry between Detroit and Chicago no more. That rivalry was built up because Isaiah Thomas was upset because Jordan took Chicago away from him. That's what that beef was all about. How you feel about Denver? I love Denver moving forward. I think it's some moves that got to be made. I think they're gonna let Paul Millsap go next year. I just think they need development. They need Bola to develop and get stronger, and they need consistency on both ends out of Michael Porter. I think it's time for them to start to kind of turn that team over to Michael Porter Jr. You know what I'm saying? Because Jamal Murray is not going to be your number one scoring option on the championship team, and Jokic is not going to be your number one scoring option. They need a Kobe, they need a Ray Allen type of killer mentality from the option. I think they got to start to hand the keys over to Michael Porter Jr. to being a number one scoring option. And I think, Murray playing off him and Jokic kind of playing through Jokic, passing wise, I think Denver is probably going to be a really good basketball team going forward. I think they got championship aspirations, but I think they lie with Michael Porter Jr. and the development of Bola. I think the coaching is good. I think they're pretty good. Zach LaVine could be marketable. He's a beast, bro. He a beast. Denver could try to get him. I mean, they got the pieces. Yeah, Bola, I said he got to get stronger. It really hinges on the development of those two guys, man, next year for them, man. If they can, I mean, they're not going to develop next year. But I think Jamal Murray is what he is at this point. I think he a really good number two option. Scoring wise, I think Jokic is the real facilitator. So, about to throw up again, buddy? Nope. So yeah, any more questions? I'll take one before we get to the hour mark. I told you I was gonna do 2 lives. We got 48 people in here. Can y'all hit the like button? Hit the dislike button. I don't care which button you hit, to be honest. But if there are more questions, I'll wait for a minute. But I'm gonna close out before I get the last question. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video quest. Keep sharing the videos. All my social media links in the description. We also have a Facebook group. You can check that out. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Also, you can check out my backup channel. I got some content coming from Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Also, I'm starting working on a podcast. It should drop early next year. This year, I'm going to have some guests on there. I'm going to have a guest host and stuff of that nature. So pay attention for that as well, too. Appreciate the love and support. Keep sharing the videos. And for more NBA live streams, you can check out my NBA 101 playlist for videos, NBA Talk. Also, if you want to check out my Piston channel, I talk Piston Lions, everything Detroit. Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk. You can check that out as well. And also, I'll be doing some live streams for the draft. I did some evaluations on my Motor City Sports Talk page. So before y'all drop out of here, I've done some homework on Okongwu from USC. He used to play with the Ball brothers in high school. He kind of giving people Bam vibes. He's a really good basketball player. People don't like him because he's undersized and he can't really shoot. I've done some on Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony is pretty much a shooting guard playing point guard. He don't have no facilitation skills. Got injury problems. I think he'll be a better shooter, but he is a really, really good athlete. That 52 salute. I've done some on. I just got one I got coming on Icicle Coro from Auburn. I think he my most favorite prospect that I cover so far. From Auburn, great athlete. He remind you of Jimmy Butler, Kawhi coming into the league. Maybe Sean Marion, Gerald Wallace, or Sean Marion without jump shot. Athletic wing guy. He just got to improve his jump shot, but he's a great defender. Great athleticism, getting to the bucket. I think he's gonna be like the next Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard. I checked out Tyrese Haliburton on the channel. Love Haliburton. He got a funky shot, but him and a kid from Vanderbilt, Aaron Neismith, I did him too. They got the best shooting percentage that I covered so far. I think Neismith shooting 44% from three. Haliburton shooting around 43-44% with his funky shot, but he remind you of classic point guard Mark Jackson, Isaiah Thomas. Facilitator, great athlete, solid shooter. Aaron Neismith from Vanderbilt played for Jerry Stackhouse. He remind me of Reggie Miller, Rip Hamilton, the way he able to come off them screens and catch and shoot. I think, he got a great mid-range game. Not an athlete, not going to beat you off the dribble on the next level, but he's a knockdown shooter. He can spot up. He got that escape dribble. He kind of remind you of an old Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Rip Hamilton type. Y'all can pay attention for him. His name is Aaron Neismith out of Vanderbilt. Killian Hayes, I did him as well. I'm not high on him. He can't lay up with his right hand. He can shoot a little bit. He a solid defender, not a great athlete, but a pretty good athlete. But at the next level, he going to have to learn to not turn the ball over so much, facilitate a lot better. He got to learn to lay up with his right hand. He'll drive right and still lay up with his left. But he got potential, 6'5", long, great mid-range game, solid three-point shooter. He shoot 26%, but I think his percentage will go up in the league when he shoot more. But I'm not high on Killian Hayes at all. Everybody I talked about, I like him better than Killian. Killian just give me bust vibes, but maybe I could be wrong. But I do appreciate y'all for checking in. So I'm going to be doing some off-season streams, free agent streams, draft streams. So we really going to step it up. Usually I would kind of do some live game streams, but I just wasn't feeling the bubble. But hey, appreciate y'all. Keep sharing the videos. Me and Mason, we gone. Salute.